Hey guys, welcome. How's it going? It's that time of year, all right? It's the scary month, the month for scary things to happen. And in the day this is coming out, it's like the day, right? It's Halloween. This is like the spooky time. You watch your scary movies, or in my case, you play scary games. Now you may be saying, Folon, this doesn't look very scary at all. What are you talking about? There's a big old heart up there. It says princess. The game is called Slay the Princess. And honestly, it couldn't be much simpler, right? They really spell it out for you very easily, right? I killed the princess. How hard could it be? How could this in any way go wrong for me, right? I see no possible scenario where this goes awry, goes strange. Don't worry about anything. Sorry, did something startle you there? Are you maybe surprised by something that happened on screen? I don't know what you're talking about. Everything seems normal. So we're just gonna jump right on in and see what happens as we slay the princess. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
All right, nice and simple. I like where we're at.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That's pretty dire, okay? Like, that's pretty rough. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my God, I have so many dialogue. Holy shit, I have so many dialogue options. Okay. Explore. Okay, so I imagine explore is just like asking questions. Whereas like these will progress the game. I could just fuck off. I could be like, nah, I'm good. Let's do some exploring. All right. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Damn, that's rough. Just literally it all. How can a princess be locked away in a basement how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Will do. However, don't mind me. I'm gonna tab out here real quick. I'm gonna boost the volume just a smidgen. It looks like it's a little bit quiet. Hopefully that should be a little bit better, mixed a little better. We're kind of doing this on the fly here. You got any evidence to back this up? What's your source?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
This is a good point. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I, Folon, would be very upset if you locked me up in a cabin, and if I had the power to end the world, I'd consider it. Would I do it? I don't know.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
But like, says who?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay, I'm ready.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
But the point that I'm trying to make here is that, like, says who? You just assert these things and I just have to believe you?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Hold on, are we like... We are juice. It's still... I can turn it up on my end as well. And I think I'm gonna turn it up just a smidgen more. Like about there. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
All right, now narrator, you're winning me back over. This is all you had to say. Down with the monarchy, am I right? You know what? This is an interesting thought. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well, but, you know, I mean, what if I do?
Maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Yeah, God, no, I would never be a nihilist. Holy shit. Oh, that'd be ridiculous. Yo, what's my reward? Do I get like XP for this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, huge. Can you tell me what my prize is gonna be for doing the good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
No shot, dude. No fight. This is some bullshit. Oh, I love some of these lines. Okay. Yeah, you know what? All right, look. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
So you're telling me that she would lie to me, but you, dear narrator, never would. Okay, I mean, he's the narrator, right? Like, he has no stakes in this.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I'm just saying, it sounds like a real you issue if I fuck this up, all right?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of a nice cabin.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, me? Voice of the hero. I'm the hero. That's me.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. No, I hold on. The hero might be onto something.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Man, okay, I would also want to end the world if I lived in a single room cabin with the only furniture is a table with a dagger on it. Like, I live pretty minimalist. I am the epitome of that, like, men live like this and think it's totally okay, you know, and it's just like the TV and the recliner. That is my life. But man, I ain't seeing no TV. I ain't seeing no recliner.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, but like, what if I don't want to kill her? Well, I could just not. Can I come back? Hear me out. I go into the basement. We talk. If she's trapped in there, I guess it depends. Is she trapped in the basement by this door, or is she like locked in a prison cell or something? Because if I go talk to her and I'm like, yo, we gotta get rid of you. You're done. I just come back for the blade. I just walk back upstairs for the dagger, and then we can do. I don't need it. Don't even need it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's really fucked up, my guy. Hold on. Who put her in these conditions, by the way? Was it you? Like...
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
All right, look, voice of the hero, Mr. Hero, that's kind of crazy. It's just a lady's voice. Like, calm down, my guy.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
What is she gonna do? Fucking shoot me? Like, what? Hi. I think I'm here to slay you. You know what? We're gonna go with what Folon would say. Folon would absolutely go, hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
But she clearly says I have the wrong address. We need to go to a different cabin. There's a different princess.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Okay, well, here's the thing, voice of the hero. To be fair, everyone can be a threat. When she pulls out the fucking 9mm, we're gonna have problems, all right?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's like talk a bit first.
Okay.
Oh, I did not. Look, I would not have wanted to approach. I think we can have a perfectly fine conversation from the ends of the room, where if you wanted to lunge at me, the chains would stop you from doing so. But you know, that's just me. Hey, is there any downside to going through all the explore options? Oh my, I have so many choices. Holy shit, dude. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
That is terrifying. If you can't even casually tell me your name, that's not a good sign.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
That's not your name.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That would be rough. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Huh. How curious. Your facade is cracking.
I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Oh, we're switching there. See, okay, here's the thing, right? Lady, you're so outclassed here, all right? I'm just saying, you're talking to a man who lives and dies by gaslighting, all right? You will never win this battle of wits. It's impossible. There's no shot. It's actually impossible.
Okay, that's weird.
And even the hero's like, hold on a minute.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Now, I am leaning a bit more on narrator's side, but this isn't enough to kill her yet. It just makes her suspicious. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Oh, so you don't even know? You just appeared here? Who put you here?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? This is a very good question.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Well, I'm just answer the question.
Only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Well, no, if she's gonna end the world, and if you state she's gonna end the world, and she says she's not gonna end the world. I haven't told her that she's gonna end the world, but I imagine when I do, she's gonna say, no, I would never end the world. That's ridiculous, right? I'm just some dainty little princess, teehee, and you're like, no, trust me, she's gonna end the world. If she doesn't eat or drink anything, that's pretty suspicious. Dainty little princesses still eat and drink things, I'm pretty sure.
Actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
See? Hero, we get each other, all right? What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
What a bizarre answer. Lady, I'm your ticket out of here. This is what you tell me?
It's not like you'd believe me.
Oh, okay, I see. I see. This is the tactic we're going for. You're never gonna trust me anyway, so, and now you're gonna be all pouty. Yeah, okay, all right. Look, I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently gonna end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has she been locked away?
Man, fuck if we know.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Look, that's true. They didn't. I was hoping you'd tell me is ridiculous. Why would she? I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at. Ooh, we're talking about ending the world, not destroying it. All right, and they're technically different. Like, if you're like, I don't know how to destroy the world, that's ridiculous, but I do know how to end all human life on the world. That's, you know, suddenly the goalpost is shifted.
I believe her.
Bro.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Okay, well, I mean, like, yeah, that's fair, but then are we... narrator, by that logic, I don't know how to... Well, okay, never mind. Like, I was gonna say I don't know how to kill someone, but like, it's pretty simple if it's like you pull out the gun, kablam, right? But let's say, you know, there's like a child in front of you, and you're like, that child doesn't know how to kill someone, but they could if they found a gun and shot me with it, therefore they deserve death? Like, that's a little extreme, okay? Like, just because people are capable of things doesn't mean that, you know, we can just completely damn them for that. Like,
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
lady, I've known you for 2 minutes, all right? No. We're not buying into this trust shit.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Right now, she's kind of winning me over. Hold on, this is pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Not necessarily true, but possible.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that the narrator's like down with the monarchy. Now, hold on, now I'm torn. Now I'm completely torn. Can't trust you, retrieve the blade. Examine the chains. You know what? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, see, we're hitting the middle ground.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Not even like 10 minutes?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
I liked that idea. No.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Now hold on. Who's the one making demands here? Wait a minute. Wait a second.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, down with the monarchy.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
How quickly the tables turn, lady.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
I even convinced myself. Let's go. It's like real
You
life.
slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Oh, did she sneak out? That would be awesome.
Where the princess sat only a moment
shit.
ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
That's pretty sick.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I think we got off on the wrong foot. You think we can start over?
Oh, you coward.
Do you, narrator, do you see what the fuck happened here? Are you insane? No, I'm looking out for my survival now. No.
No, I don't think we can.
But we were so cool.
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Here's an interesting idea. Can she bleed? How did she cut her arm off? How did she do that? Like, I don't know that she can bleed out. Let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind me. I like that.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Okay. Door's closed. I'll wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long time. I'm very good at waiting.
Lady, we're locked in here. That shit locked. I can't leave either, so like...
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Fuck.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
All right. I think I have to, if I fall asleep, it's over, right? If exhaustion hits me and I literally fall asleep, it's so done. So we gotta do something. Fuck.
You hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Jesus.
Velocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn, I fucked it up. Oh, no, we did it perfectly. We're on chapter 2 now, the beast,
You're
obviously.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right, well, now I kind of trust you, narrator. I don't think normal princesses can rip their own arms off and with a single strike rend my flesh from my bones. I mean, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
I don't think that's
If he doesn't
true.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, you remember as well. Okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Who the fuck are you?
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's fair. But like, but like, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Thank you. I'm a simple man. I just want answers.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, okay. Now hold on. Wait a minute.
We did our best with the information we were given, and yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I didn't live to see them. I died. How am I supposed to know what the fuck my actions did?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think we're in a new timeline.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
She probably ended the world.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Okay, Voice of the Hunted, you're that's a decent idea. That shit was fucked. I don't know that I can kill her. Like,
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
But like, she killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how can someone like that end the world? Wait, hold on.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Okay, you believe in me. I like that. Who locked her in that basement? What is that place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay, but if people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, of course I am.
You're the only person capable of doing this.
God, I know.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
He knows how to speak to me.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Special can mean all sorts of things. Don't let it make you careless. We need clear thoughts and pricked ears.
You're being cagey. What exactly aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. You're afraid, aren't you? Just like us. Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake.
Who the fuck are you, narrator? Are you a guy just with me? Like,
that's not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse. Stop projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already.
all right, that's all.
Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Yeah, you know what? She fucking killed me. All right, like, nah. We're not fucking around.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Well, can I hear or smell you, narrator? I guess I can kind of hear him.
Maybe.
In we go. It's time for revenge, baby. Let's go. I'm so ready.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for
There's
a
a
long
mirror
time.
here now?
Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Don't see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
We're looking at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
What? Clean that mirror up.
You reach
What
forward
the hell?
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm sorry. What's up with my arm?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
We're just cool with that? Hold on. Okay, well, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Oh, we're just very different vibe off the get-go.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I don't think she is. That was like a lion tail. What the hell?
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves.
Oh God, I
staring
hate it.
hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
She's in chains again. We're fine. No, we are not fine. She can bust through those easy. You know what? I trust Voice of the Hunted. This is my boy. We're moving. Oh my God!
On instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
What the fuck?
She's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Interesting. So she remembers the loop as well.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
I don't know if we're getting out of here with her. Run from the stairs is not what we want. You know, I was sent to kill you. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true.
For the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
Well, how was I supposed to know that'll make her stronger?
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Ooh. Play dead. There's no shot Play Dead works out. You know what? Wait for her to strike and hit her back. All right? She's gonna pounce at us, and then we drive the dagger into her heart mid-pounce. Are we gonna take some damage? Absolutely, right? But we'll save the world.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
Look, Voice of the Hunted, you helped me out, but like if we just dodge all day, we're not gonna get anywhere. She'll get us eventually.
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, punching her blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Yeah, see, we won that trade. We got bruised, but she got cut.
Look at that. We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
No, good trade. Good trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears
Oh,
back,
God.
then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor. She wastes no time before pouncing on you.
That was so loud. I'm so sorry.
Your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught.
Hear me out. I'm so sorry. That was so loud even for me. Oh my god.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
We lost, bro.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're...
Oh.
But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Den. So are we
on
are,
a path in the wood.
I'm sorry, what?
We are, and this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Yes, sir! Voice of the stubborn, baby!
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Yeah, look, I tried, all right? Like, I really tried this time, but she's like a lion monster. Like, it's a little difficult, narrator.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now, hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go. are we?
Yeah, how he, like, lied about that before? That's a good point.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Interesting. Wait, I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
Bro, I was at a major disadvantage last time.
If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
The path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much. Consider this your last opportunity to make things right, for you and for the rest of existence, but especially for you.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
But what if we just leave? What happens then?
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that cabin won't last forever.
Okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. If she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop. That's all we need to put her on the defensive.
Yeah, just think big and then you are big. I'm done with this. Bye. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the
Bro,
cabin.
what is this
Your
cabin?
fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
My plan last time was use violence. That's what I tried to do.
I don't like this. Don't Try to keep us breathing. The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
I don't see any tunnel, my guy.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Well, first things first.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
How are we gonna get? Can I just walk through this? Is the mirror like fake? Is it not real?
Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
Why are all the narrator hymns capitalized? That's my question.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm?
Why smash it?
You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
I fucking hate this.
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
I agree with Voice of the Hunted here. We're gonna be sneaky.
Maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Ooh, do we try to lure her out? Nah, ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
You know, honestly, even more, the growls are very loud.
See, I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
But you don't have long before she lunges again, re-engaging with even more ferocity than before. But that voice in your head wasn't wrong. Within that ferocity, there is also hesitation. Not much, but enough.
Even more, honestly. Maybe like there. I'm trying, guys, I promise.
Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your heart.
Let's go!
Then it all reaches a climax. And...
Did we win? But he doesn't respond. Eyes glance at you from the untextured threads of a world unraveled. Am I free? They ask. Goodbye. Huh? See ya. But you do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us. Let's just stay still.
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
What else am I gonna do?
The thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I'm going to the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Am I the monster? Like, I was gonna say, like, my arms are kind of whack. I look terrifying. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh, I'm going to the cabin. Sure I am. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
My body. I'm not. Look.
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart.
Interesting.
She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Honestly, I don't even fucking know anymore. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's the princess. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do we know each other? Who are you?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Yeah, all right, look, I'm not gonna attack the entity. Destroy your body is an interesting option, not one I expected to see. So, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Why would I want that? Also, we'll get the volume mixing right at some point. Music little quiet.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting. Okay, so I see where we're going with this. This path I went down gave you the lion body. So you want me to go back to OG Princess and do something different. So we go to, okay, all right. I'm getting it. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
That's not an answer. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Yeah, all right, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. What a line. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the
Okay,
woods.
well, hear me out. We can skip to the little skippage here will get us back to stuff we haven't seen yet. Are any of these new? Get this, I'm not doing this. Do I get a reward? I've always wanted to, you know what? Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You make
Down
your
with the
way up
monarchy.
short path. The
No
interior
mirror,
of the
nothing. Nice and simple. We're taking the
You
blade
take
this
the blade
time.
From the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's way more aggressive.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
You know what?
Good. You're still listening to reason.
We don't, I'm not talking here, all right? I've learned my lesson.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Oh yeah, I don't know if she's a threat to the world, but she's a threat to us, my guy.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
That's it. No.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The dagger in my hand.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Oh, slay the princess is just an option? Done.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Damn, she looks so upset. She's so... Wow, Folon, why could she be upset when you clicked slay the princess? But she sounded so in control, so demand. Oh, you better stay back. I might fuck you up. And then it's like, nah, just kidding.
You feel flesh easily give way
Jesus.
and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh.
That's your reaction? I stab you in the heart and you just go, oh.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Man, what the fuck else am I supposed to do?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want. I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
She's barely got any sleeves anyway.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
You know what? You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. I'm listening to the narrator.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Okay,
You open
now
the
what?
cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only
Oh.
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now
What?
far away from them.
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't, that's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Now I'm trapped. I'm the princess trapped now.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Like, narrator, you can't just tell me I've never been happier, and I'm like, oh, he's so right.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I don't know, like, no, but where the fuck are we gonna go? Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
I wouldn't call this a wonderful place.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Oh, well, okay, you can't... Do nothing, at least for a little while longer. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body
Holy
is dust and
shit.
bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Hey, we did it. Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
No, we will not do it again. It ends in nothingness. We can't just do that.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
We've already been down here. Take me to the cabin. Fuck it.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
I mean, the voice of the cold, he's onto something here. I love this this idea where, like, after you've gone through with a line of like a certain action, a certain path, you get this like personality that talks to you that represents what happened. That's super cool to me. We've already done. You know what? I'm going to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago,
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
It's one way to think about it. I'm gonna be real. I kind of feel like I'm always in take the blade mode. I don't think there's a downside to it, it feels like.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
But I don't know if I want to slay the princess. I'll be real. I don't know if that's what I'm looking to do here.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Narrator, she looks pretty dead.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of her head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal.
Yo, I like this version. Wait a minute.
And finally,
she looks so
the
happy.
rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Yo, it's Ghost Princess. She's so happy to be here. She's giving a little wave, like, what's up?
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Man, I got no clue what ghosts can do to us.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Okay, I appreciate you coming up to me civilly, so we may discuss this like adults. Please air your grievances with me. What were some of the issues that you had with our last interaction? Please do tell me.
The princess drifts across the room.
Oh,
into
hello.
your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
This isn't that bad.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
You know what?
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I don't know anymore. Like, oh God. You want me to die? Oh God. Because I already did that. That's so, there's unique dialogue for the fact that I've already gone through. Oh, well, no, this is, I'm getting my paths mixed up. Never mind. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Oh my God, there are so many choices. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Man, honestly, same.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
I don't know if I don't know if I want you possessing my body. That seems like a very bad idea.
After all, you owe me.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm with him. No fucking shot.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
What? What does that mean? Oh, like the voices.
That an interesting thought. We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
That is a very interesting thought.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would just be temporary, right? Like you'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is.
True, I get a new voice anytime I do anything to this bitch. Man, now I'm taking her along too? Oh my god.
The best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
I don't like how my emotional baggage manifests into literal personalities. That's terrifying.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
If I let you in, okay, so it's, if I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Well, but like, she's like a nice ghost. Who knows? What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
I don't know that I do. It's a very interesting situation. But before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Well, the last time I tried to talk things out with you reasonably, you tore me to shreds and then turned into a lion monster and hunted me down. Like, it was like a very unpleasant experience. So I came in here with the knife because I was like, man, fuck you, bitch, and to get back at you. But now I kind of feel like a little bad about it because you're like a ghost. You know, like I didn't think you'd actually just die, you know?
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Well, were you gonna end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
What are you gonna do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
That would be pretty cool. Hold on, if you tell me about your cool haunting endeavors, that would be pretty sick.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
I don't know if I'm super into that. Like,
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
Your death, I guess. You're not alive, you're a ghost.
The princess leans in close and pauses.
Oh, God.
The frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
My name's Folon. I want to live a simple life where I make enough money to sustain myself and my hobbies. And that's it. That's all. I don't have a lot of... I know who I am and what I want. This seems like you need to go on a journey of introspection. Maybe that's why you're a ghost now, is because you don't know who you are or what you want. And it's possible you might want to end the world. Now, hear me out. If the alternative is me being trapped in a cabin with nothingness around me forever and literally nothing in the cabin, outside the cabin, around the cabin, nothing to do, I just sit and stare at the fucking cabin walls forever, I might be more inclined to let you end the world. I'm just saying. You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
It could be possible that she doesn't know that she'll end the world. Like you're like some eldritch monster. That's the thing we talked to down there, right?
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, that's fair. I did kill you, yet here you are.
But here you are. And you don't even look any different.
That's also true. So, like, if you leave and end the world, do we get to go to the ghost world? Is that, are we in, like, the Danny Phantom zone? Is that what's happening? That'd be really cool.
Endings are real.
God, where do we even go from here? I had to talk to you again. I wouldn't have slain you. Oh, after I killed you, this cabin... You know what? Yeah. After I killed you, this cabin... I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
I don't know if it was frightening. It was mostly just weird.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
I did kill you, okay?
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
Yeah, it's like we're even. We don't need any animosity, right?
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
So we're even. We're cool. We're fine. Everything's fine. Just don't slay the princess again. Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Okay, and that's a simple answer. I don't want to explore this line. She's gonna like fucking ghost grip my heart and stop it or something. You know, if I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, okay. Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time.
Well, yeah, you brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That knife could have been for anything. This is a ridiculous line.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
She's making some good points. All right, I can't refute this. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you? And then what?
And then you'll have saved the world.
And put me in the void? No, I'm done with that.
I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Yeah, see, I love these voices. All right, hold on. These are my homies. All right, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far.
Did it though? Like, now we have to deal with the ghost. I don't know that it did work for us.
She's a ghost.
Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
Yeah, you ever tried stabbing a ghost? Who knows?
Common sense?
There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter.
I also don't think you can apply common sense to actual factual ghosts.
Fine. Then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then?
I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of it.
This is gonna end so poorly.
We could. It would be something different. I like different.
You know, I kind of like different as well.
Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world.
Man, narrator, that sounds like a real you problem.
And is that really so bad?
Yes, it is by its very definition bad.
But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
You know what? I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
It depends if the monster comes back as a ghost and it's like, why'd you do that? I wasn't gonna hurt anyone.
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because, like, I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
That's also fair. I'm kind of just exploring the options here.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
Man, I don't know. You know what? I've given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here. I want to see where this goes. I want to see how wrong this can go.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Oh.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
She just kills me? Man.
Come on, Neil. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open.
Oh,
as
I'm
you get
alive.
your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it? Like, man, it's fucked up in here.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
The what?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice. I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, they don't. They just do their own thing.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
That's fucked up. I like voice of the hero.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
This is great. I love this.
And setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
All of those are accurate, but look how much fun we're having. Now I get to listen to you all bicker. It's great.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Hey, you know what? Nah, we're getting out of here.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
Yo, the narrator's delivery is so fucking good, though.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
This is too much for me, man. I'm just a guy who is I was given a simple task and this has spiraled way out of my control. This is way over my pay grade.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
He's got a good point.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Man, real shame I'm not gonna do that. We're trudging.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
I have a hard time believing that, but that's a nice
You
sentiment.
lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
We end up here if we let her out too?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
So true, he did have it coming.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hey, let's go. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Yeah.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh, okay, and the hands reclaim her. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Ghost Girl. That one was cool. I like Ghost Girl. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
You approach the mirror. It's me again. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's still me. You've grown. Have I? Do I look any different? I can't really tell. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Oh, we get to talk to the ghost girl this time. Hello.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, am I gonna kill her? I don't know. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You know what? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time? You got any requests? Anything? What's your DoorDash order?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
That's fair.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've kind of, like, stabbed them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Attack the entity is a little whack. How many more do you need?
If I am to be an ocean,
You have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
That's fair. Okay, you know what? I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1. Oh, what do we do this time, though? Okay, this is all... Yeah. Just fucking silently take me to the cabin.
You make your way up the short.
You know what? Ghost Princess?
The interior of the cabin
Ghost Princess was all right. Fuck the blade. We don't need it. Don't even need it. We don't need it where we're going.
The basement
Don't even need it. You know what? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Hello.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh,
There's a heavy chain around
it's still
her
talking even though I hit the skip
binding
button.
her to the far wall.
Yeah, hold on. Let's like talk a bit first.
Okay.
So, I'm pretty sure I went through all of these, right? You know, okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
Bro, I don't even know if I can get this damn cuff off. Like,
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
no.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Ugh.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
I needed the knife. I didn't realize.
Is someone else here?
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Fuck.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, I can't now. I don't have the knife. What the fuck am I supposed to do
You make your way to
now?
the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, looks like we're trapped here.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Jesus.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
You know what? We slayed her last time. We'll save her.
Fine. Against your better
Jesus,
judgment,
this is
you place the
awful.
blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
God.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, that's like super fucked.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
You want to like bind that or anything, or just we're good?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
You lead the way. I don't know how the fuck to do that. Oh, let's go to the locked door, I guess.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, excuse me. This is my body, my will.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
What the? This is so warn her. There's a warn her option.
Stop that.
No. Look, all right, narrator, we were cool at one point. You don't get to take over my body. No, sir. Nuh-uh. I don't care how right you are. The moment you make me do something against my will, I'm against you 100%. The world can end for all I care.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying not to.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
We got another one? Oh, resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn
Why would you
resistance,
approach me?
The princess takes a cautious step forward.
She's insane.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
What
I'm trying
the?
to be quick.
She
Well,
plunges
oh
it into your
Jesus.
chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
What are you doing? Oopsie daisy me. I forgot I cut off my dominant hand, so I missed your heart.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, I've doomed everyone like 10 times already. Whatever, who cares?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again
Jesus.
and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Fucking princess, come on, dude. What is this goddamn Detroit become human moment? 27 stab wounds or whatever the fucking number was. I don't even remember.
I'm sorry.
You don't seem very sorry. Like, how many tries does it take, lady?
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No, she clearly doesn't.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Wait, okay, well, but then you also made her kill us by taking over our body, guy. Like,
Everything goes dark, and you die.
well, where do we go from here? Oh, the damsel.
You're
But she's
on a
free now.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Anything new here? I don't think so. Yeah, these are all the same. Let's just see what happens here.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Oh no. Oh, it's the voice of the simp. Oh no.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Oh god, no, get this guy out of here. No, give me the voice of the cold back. That guy was cool. Or the voice of the hunted. That guy was also cool.
Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Well, so now what though? Like, hold on. Wait, what are we gonna see in
The
here?
interior of
What
the
the
cabin
fuck is this?
clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna check it. I feel like the mirror just disappears every time, but I want to check it out
Walk up
again.
to the wall next to the basement door.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Yeah, we've seen this. So we wipe it clean. There's
Reach forward
nothing.
and rub your hand against the...
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Bro. Am I just full simp route? Is that what we're doing here? Fuck it. I don't need the knife. Don't need it. Don't even need
The door
it.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed
This one's
carpet
cool.
glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim fire.
Yeah, like this is a sick cabin. It's a fucking castle.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow
Oh my
even more
God.
beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Bro.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
Don't look. It's not gonna matter. He's not gonna change how he speaks.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Man, thank God we didn't take this dude along for the ride when fucking Ghost Girl hopped in our body. Holy shit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
She did say we're dashing. That's pretty true.
She called us a hero.
I'm the voice of the hero. That's me. That's me for real, for real.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It really does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, but like, look, see, you don't understand. Like, most men are so compliment starved. Just one thing and it's over for us, right? Real simple. Ladies, if you're having trouble out there, just say a nice thing to a guy. He'll remember it forever. That's just the truth of the situation.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Well, she
killed
Yeah,
us.
technically she killed us. Like, look, I will agree that the reason she killed us is because of the narrator, but she definitely killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
No, they remain unstained by murder. Cruelty, she did stab us like 80 fucking times.
You've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right by getting her out of here.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. We've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue?
I don't think she ended the world, per
We never
se.
saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
I don't even know anymore.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
That is not.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, I see. Okay. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No question mark? No asterisk? Asterisk at the bottom of the page says unsure if this is his actual
Isn't that
thought
just
process.
like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful
Jesus
lips.
Christ, dude.
Listening to her,
It's too
that's
much.
a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. You know, I got no feelings one way or the other about the world ending.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
No, I'm a nihilist now. I've become what I hate. No.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Oh, okay, I see.
She wasn't confused for long.
Yeah, just so.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was like really unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
This is so patronizing.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah, but like, hear me out. Now I know from all these different like versions that these are like hyper specific. You know, I don't feel like she's just playing me here. I think this is just the naive princess that we're gonna take out of here and shove into whatever eldritch god we're creating in the nothing void, the long quiet.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so, because the ghost girl didn't.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
So, like, I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I don't like that.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Yeah, no, voice of the hero knows what's up, but
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Well, but what if monsters are cool? Like, hear me out. If the monster's nice to me, then why do I care? I'm just saying, like, if the monster's, like, cool with me, why do I have to kill the monster? It sounds like the people that the monster is actively harming maybe want to kill the monster, but me, I've got no... she did literally kill me, actually. Hold on. Stabbed me 37 stab wounds or whatever it was.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch,
I skipped it on accident, my bad.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Wait, hold on. I want to see what the smitten one said. You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Okay, yeah.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
What?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We really could just slide that thing off, like, whoop, there we go.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
I love how much you hate this.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Fucking leave, I guess. I'm gonna go send you to some eldritch being. You know, what do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
That would be really funny if she said that.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yeah, that does sound like me.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
God, oh God, it's like we're trying to get dinner, man. Like we can't do this. Like, hey, what do you want to go get eat? I don't know. What do you want? And then it's like, well, no. But then when I pick something, if you don't like it, then this whole just fucking. Oh God. Do you want to end the world?
Are you seriously asking her that?
Yeah.
Oh, we've been over this one. I don't know.
What's up with your voice? No, I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Oh. I want you to make me unhappy. Oh no. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Why is she turning? What's going on with her? But like, you need like your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Oh, there she goes. We did it. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I got bad news for you guys. We're getting out of here.
That a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Sorry, you dudes are out of here. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Kind of true. Like, slightly true. You approach the mirror. How do I look now? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, I'm like goopy. You've withered. No. I don't like that. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Do I have to kill her more? I don't want to wither. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I fucking withered. That seems pretty bad. I don't really have an opinion one way or another.
How strange of you to ask me then.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Okay, well, the last one was also a gentle heart. We need to get like a mean one again. Like a killer. I think we've done all of these, right? You still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
See, this girl, she knows what's up, all right? This eldritch being, I can get behind this, all right? Only person that's reasonable to me. How many more you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, so what are we doing now?
In the wood.
So go ahead and take me to the cabin. We need to do something
You make
mean.
your way up.
Like, we have to kill her this time, right? But we can't just wordless, like, I don't know, do we get her to trust us and then just, like, surprise shank her or something?
The blade is
I don't know. Take the blade. We're gonna need this.
From the table.
We're gonna definitely need that. The question is now, what are we doing?
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Who's there?
Okay, so interesting. So if you don't take the blade, you get the nice one, but if you do, you get the mean one.
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it.
Yeah. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You can play the manipulation game.
Downstairs and lock up.
She's so coldly.
Focus on the task at hand.
And
We've seen
there
these.
you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Nah, we're not getting rid of the
You
dagger.
ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
I'm sorry. Can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fuck. She's got me there. Squint at her.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Oh, yeah, okay. We got a connection here. All right, this is
The
good.
two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
No, I will win this. Squint even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Damn right, and it's gonna be her. She'll have to blink. Fuck. I don't want to kill her, so because this just leads me down to the cold one again. So we'll drop it.
The blade tumbles
still
out
down
of your
here,
trembling hands
to be fair.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need
That is true. I will need that.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Are you coming on to me? Relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of Monster.
Maybe?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That's true, they haven't. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I'll deflect.
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Oh, that's a strange
At the end
answer.
of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is
Okay.
about
No,
trust.
this is the same what we had at the beginning. It's just she's using the different voice now.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one.
Okay, yeah, we've seen that line. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter
How long you been down here?
Too long.
Okay. How would I get you out of here?
you can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
All right, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
So I'm pretty sure if I try to get her out of the chains, I'll go back into like where the narrator takes over. And I suppose an option, I'm afraid if I slay the princess now, does this still count as the cold ending? Because like I imagine the cold one was because I didn't talk to her at all. So I'm wondering if there's a difference now. But I'm gonna go for I'm gonna try and betray her. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm getting you out of here. And we'll see. I don't think I can slay her when we're cutting her out of the shackles, but if I can, I'll do that. If not, then we'll just let the narrator kill her, is my thought.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to
Yeah, we've
large
seen
and
this.
heavy. Far
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for...
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? Besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be
Yeah, we've
nonchalant
seen
about
this.
attempt to make your
Door's
someone else here.
locked. Yeah, just return.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yeah, slay the princess.
Without
Yeah!
hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed, and there's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I don't know if that's true. She ripped me to shreds one
I'm
time.
not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon.
Why is she such a badass? Like, holy shit.
Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay the princess.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Maybe she'll bleed. Nah, finish the job. Finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive?
Yeah, like, hold
Do you
on.
think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Wait a minute. She ruptured my fucking organs by punching me? That's insane.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Oh, we brawled, though. That was sick.
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
You're
All
here to
right,
slay-
I get it. Yeah. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals.
Good line.
The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Interesting. We have the stubborn guy again this time.
That's the spirit. There's no...
Well, but yeah, last time we had
Oh,
the stubborn
boy.
guy for the
She will
den.
lie, she will cheat.
Yeah, we've seen
doesn't
this.
sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Hell yeah, brother.
Are you sure about that?
are
Point of
you
my
sure
warning
about
wasn't
that?
to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Well, in we go. Oh, we're going fight route. I'm so excited. It kind of similar to
Cabin is
Beast
tighter
route,
than
but
its
not the
exterior
same.
would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
We're gonna do the mirror again just
Walk up to the
to make
walls.
sure. I don't think this does
Reach
anything,
forward,
but
and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
take the blade.
Take the blade from the altar.
Oh, what is this? This is like a tomb we're going
The door to the
in.
basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend.
The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Yeah!
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Yo!
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Yes, sir! This is me! I'm voice of the stubborn! This is my kind of
I appreciate the
princess!
enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
But we can do both! Why not both?
As you descend
Yo!
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Hell yeah, let's go again, girl!
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You can certainly try! I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay?
He's losing it.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
Oh.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around.
But hear me out.
talking.
If I free you, we can fight forever. We can fight all we want out there. Or we fight here. That'd be pretty cool too. And I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still, I don't know, alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Fair enough.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better, Mike.
Yes, sir. Nah, we're fighting. Attack the princess.
Finally,
Let's
ready to complete
go.
your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Oh, God.
Unfazed by your onslaught, her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
All right, fair enough.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
No, absolutely not.
Don't listen to them. She
Yeah.
understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Strike head on, baby. Straight head first.
That's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just
Oh!
keep pushing.
Go straight through the
We're gonna
arm.
win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
But if we go through her arm, keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength, me and you. I do.
Dying and coming back, clashing against each other over the fate of everything. Forever.
Did she just admit out loud that she's gonna end the world if she gets out of here?
Shh, look, don't worry about it. We're fighting. It's fun.
She most certainly did. I hope you've made a mental note of that, hero. There's no more room for doubt.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Oh,
Balance
God.
is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It glides with your
Oh.
ribs. You feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
We're fine, he says.
Barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, homie.
Tosses it at your feet.
Wait, oh, God, there's so many. I think I just go attack again, but I am curious, like, I don't know about one. Oh, the guitar, dun, 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 dun. Don't you want to be free, though? Isn't there more to life than waking up chained in a basement and fighting to the death in an endless loop?
You're walking a thin line, hero.
Is there more to life? When you're not here, I feel empty and alone. When we're not fighting, I feel stuck. Like there's something important I'm supposed to be doing, like I'm being shoved into a space where I don't fit. But when we fight each other, it's like this wave of feeling. Like everything I break in you and everything you break in me is important. Like we're really, truly communicating.
Life is suffering, and we will feel every inch of it, and we will persevere.
Can't say I'm a fan of whatever weird bond those two have.
Hey, yo, look, you're just a hater, hero, all right? Like,
It's dangerous. But maybe you can use it to your advantage.
what the fuck, Christ? There'll always be another chance for us to kill each other.
I don't care.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, okay. She made her point
You
clear.
and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Wait, does that mean we're...
Dead. Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of
Oh,
fluid.
God.
It's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Yes, sir.
It is over.
But
Ed
it's
is dead.
over.
I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Yes, sir. Get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
I don't need organs.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
Yes, sir.
She's dead. She has to be... No! Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Yeah.
She pulls the
Let's
weapon
go
from her
again.
chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
But we came back. Don't
All
you
of
get
need to
it?
settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Oh, and she just missed my organs, and when they all ruptured and popped, like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
We just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Ooh, close to untethering? Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, no, it means something.
Did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
I wasn't gonna save the world anyway, brother.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
The princess can't die. Is there any of them that are different? You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought of that. I'm not gonna say the princess can't die. I'm not even gonna think it. Lie, the princess can die. Oh, these are good. I'm going with the first one.
Yes, exactly. Like, the princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
Well, but hold on. Why don't I just think I can't die?
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away?
Leave her.
What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she
Yeah!
can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
If she's fighting, she can't end the world. It's simple.
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Yes, sir. Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange
God.
dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is...
What is this place?
Did we do this?
Kind of.
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so tired.
Oh, bye. Hands are here to reclaim you. Skirt. Anyway, it's time. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
You know what? We're just going to the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ooh. I've unraveled. Yo. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. How do you feel about this reflection, ma'am? The one that's bloodthirsty.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know
You think there are people out there?
it. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You have thoughts on this, Vesson?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
You know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
So, like, when you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that, like, speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else I call... something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Bro, I got no idea. You know, he does. And when I find him, you and I are finally gonna have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more do you need?
One.
Oh,
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
okay. Is this the last time you got any requests?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
All right, well, send me
The
back.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Oh, so what do we do now? So there's one more.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm trying to think, like, so we got the lion princess when we didn't have the knife, then we went back up to, like, retrieve it, right? But then you get, oh, well, the knife appears. So I'm thinking about going through the path that led to, like, the smitten voice, right? But instead of warning her, we're just gonna let the narrator kill her. That's my next thought. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, I think that's what we're doing. These are all the same, I think. Yeah, just send me to the cabin.
You make your way.
It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be so
The
fine.
interior of the cabin.
Don't take the blade, though. We do
Go
not
to the
need the
base-
blade for this bit. Lie! I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Yeah, we're gonna be a piece of shit on this run.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Hello.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your
I'll see what I can do.
you're only making this more difficult.
Well, I do intend to lie and kill her, but
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
no, we're fine.
You're doing the right. You walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere
No.
doubtful. Whoever.
I'll go check upstairs.
Okay.
We'll find something.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to
Chunk.
make your way out. Is someone else here?
Well, I'm
You
trapped
make
too
your way
now.
to the bottom. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of.
She barely
Jesus.
hesitates before as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens.
Slay the princess. Well, but okay, so do I kill her now? Or do I kill her when I'm gonna kill her now.
Without hesitation,
Shot.
you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
I would never. I slipped. I was trying to get your arm. I hit the wrong arm. I'm sorry. I was trying to help you free. Look, let me try again. Chunk.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again.
Are we in?
and again as
Is
you're
this
tackled to
lion
the
route
ground,
again?
Your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Oh, slay the
Though your nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Curious what maybe she'll bleed out will do, but nah, finish the
You
job.
steel your resolve and take another step closer. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart?
Yeah, okay,
You
we've
take
seen
another
this
step
is.
forward, and the princess
It's technically
lunges
new, but
towards
it's the same dialogue as the last
you settle
time.
one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it,
Hmm?
you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
But think about all these worlds I saved, like that one. Oh, the witch! Yo, that's
You're
so
on
cool.
a path. You're here to slay.
Oh, who's my friend now? Oh, in we go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Don't worry.
Opportunist.
You trust us to get the job done.
Oh, but now, ooh, how do I want to do this now,
The cabin
though?
is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's check the
Walk up to
mirror.
What are you talking about?
Yep,
Reach
nothing.
forward,
Just making
rub your
sure.
hand against the
All
cabin.
right, take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's true.
That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the
Oh,
air.
oops,
smells
I
of
clicked too
dirt
early,
and
my bad.
copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Terrifying. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Uh-oh.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Yeah, but sure, it's all a big misunderstanding.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
I'm a big fan of the opportunist voice. This guy's pretty great.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Look, don't call him out like that, all right? Who would ever want to listen to the sound of their own voice for multiple hours a day? That would be ridiculous.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Yeah, how could she possibly know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Yeah, I'm sure she holds no resentment whatsoever.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get this. There's some good ones. You scared me. Oh, this is actually a little reasonable. Look, like, you scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm off, it scared me. So I stabbed you. Things got out of hand.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder. And you started it.
Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We gotta get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
What is even the point?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Why do I have like a nagging feeling that you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Just a thought.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty good.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Yeah, kind of same, brother.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
No, correction. If she gets out of here, that's it for your world. I've already been to like 10 of these things. Who cares?
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Ooh. I'm leaving. Leave the basement. Ooh, do we go for like a redemption arc? Kind of want to keep being a piece of shit. All right, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Can I stab her in the
creeps
back
forward,
again?
taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Yeah, I'm with the opportunist on this one.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Yes, or claw us with those talons.
Talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Hey, you first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Ooh. Look, you're clearly the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first or we stay here. It's up to you. Stand firm.
The princess leans
Oh,
close,
God.
her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing?
Man, fuck if I know. It's scaring me, though.
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Well, yeah.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Does she? Please tell me she actually has. I want to see her turn around and there actually be eyes in the back of her head because I stabbed her in the back last time. That would be so fucking funny.
Eyes on the back of her head? Does she really?
I hope so.
No, we're fine.
We're fine.
Princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Well, we're going too.
You follow.
Damn,
close
no
behind her,
eyes? That's
the two
fucked
of you
up.
walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs. It's time, boys. Stab her in the back. Do it. Do it now.
I love this guy.
Wait, I thought we were helping her escape. Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
Ooh. Wow, that's an amazing idea that I totally never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. Stab her in the back. Oh, do I... What do I want to do? Do I want to stab her in the back again? That'd be so fucked up. That would be so insanely fucked up, right? Like... Man, but like, she was like my homie that we fought with. Like, the ghost one was pretty cool. I wasn't a big fan of the princess one. Or the lion one, for that matter. So I guess we're kind of even. We're like 2 and 2. How do I want... Because I'm molding my eldritch god that I will, I don't know, hang out with, pray to, worship. I don't fucking know. I'd rather it like me than not. So I'm not stabbing her in the back.
You do realize that she hates us, right? If we don't make the first move now, she's going to find a way to make the first move herself. Why would she do that? She wants to leave, which means we need to work together. And she knows that. She wouldn't just act against her best interests. I don't know. If I were her, I'd betray us. Look at me right now, suggesting betrayal. You really need to learn to put yourself in someone else's shoes. I'm with that little weasel. You have an opportunity to save the world. You should take it.
No, I have an opportunity to save your world. And I'm not going to take it.
And that's a great idea. See, this is why you're in charge and I'm not. You think things through. You stick to your guns. It shows real leadership, and more people should be like you.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking.
I can't help the voices in my head, okay? They have thoughts of their own.
Us? No.
Never.
I can't believe she'd even suggest that. The gall.
I know, right? Like, who does this bitch think she is? We would never do something like that.
Princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Okay, this is pretty funny.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Maybe not stabbing her in the back wasn't such a great idea.
She fucking got me here, though.
Princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Okay, fine. You got me. Very funny. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
Like, just, like, please let me out. I promise. I'm not gonna be mad.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped.
But, like, I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Okay, well, what happens now? I'm stuck here. And the hero's like,
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure.
Yeah, no hard feelings. Yeah.
Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Bye. Become consumed by my Eldritch Lord. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone.
Memory returns.
And there's that mirror.
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Yeah, it's like that's like you problems. Voices.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. No, I've become nothing. What? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
It's the narrator. Uh-oh. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh god, there are so many questions. Okay, asking I have so many questions for you doesn't seem... Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
I don't like that he's a bird man with a beak that has teeth in his beak. That's terrifying.
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Oh, God. You're the... Well... You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Man, some of these questions are whack. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet.
I...
The God
Ooh.
to rid the world of death.
Oh, okay. Huh. Pieces of you break on, blah, 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 blah. Met you many times. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Well, this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
For all this hubris, that's so good. Like, if you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
You're delusional.
I'm only delusional if I'm wrong. And I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong.
Oh god, what do we have at like the very bottom? Destroy the mirror. Chicken ant or a slice of soggy bread. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
God, it's like, I got so many good questions here. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay, fair enough. Lie! Oh! You know what? I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Goodbye, narrator. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. See you to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Hello. Oh, hi.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the long quiet, but like, I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
So, like, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Oh, there are so many. Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be
This
it.
is because I gave her the fighting reflection. Uh-oh. But damn, was it worth it? What's the...
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine.
This is so cool.
We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move, and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are
so
now?
Loud.
Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
I'm gonna give it a second. We'll give it one more line to see before I turn it down. If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. I won't engage with violence. Nah, these are loser tier. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one. If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible.
Wait, is this one also just as loud?
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all.
Maybe like there-ish. Maybe like about there.
You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end.
Here, hopefully this should help you guys a bit. I'm sorry, I'm trying. The mixing is out of control. Like the some voices are so fucking loud, and then sometimes the narrative talks and I can barely hear the guy.
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
It was meaningless. Neither of us could ever truly win.
So bleakly nihilistic. Is death the end, or is it the birth of something new? If you cannot find meaning in living, how will you find meaning if you strip me from existence? Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me.
Hey, look, all right, that's pretty true.
You sought the truth, then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
Look, I have no desire to hide, but the truth can be made better. If destroying you is what that takes, so be it.
I am so deeply woven into the threads of this reality that I cannot imagine it without me. Perhaps there is a better world to build.
But you cannot know until you see it. Are you so sure in your blind optimism that you would shatter all of creation? A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Yeah, I mean, like, but without redemption, there can be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
I'm kind of arguing her point here, is what I'm realizing.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Are you so sure of yourself that you think the world would stop without you?
I know that I am movement itself.
Okay, that's fair.
You've seen as much. You know it's true.
I guess by literal definition, if she is movement, without movement is quite literally stopping. That was a bad point to argue. That's a very strong point, madam.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Oh, slay the princess. Oh God, there's so many. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Oh, this is such a... All right, hear me out. Hear me out, boys. This is called a pro gamer move, all right? Hear me out. I don't think getting rid of change is the right answer. I personally believe change is a good thing. Stagnation, bad. Very, very bad. Literally, go... All you motherfuckers out here being like, change bad, I don't want to die. I want you to go play the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, specifically the Shadowbringers expansion, and then come back to me. Then come back to me after that and tell me how that worked out for them, all right? Like, it's not the most direct parallel, but it's a pretty close one, all right? Like, y'all are smart enough. You can draw the similarities there. Those who know. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, but I'm just saying, change is good. It's healthy for the world. So, like, I never wanted to fight you, but, like, how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
I just free myself. I just get out of here. Skirt, you fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand! Yo! All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. So, what happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
I'm gonna step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, just as you always will be. Although conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. We did it! Huge! Okay, now, I'm not gonna lie, I really like that ending. That's my canon ending. This is how officially over, done, full-on playthrough canon ending in my mind is this one. That's a good ending. I would like to return to the main menu because you see, I could also slay the princess. So we're gonna do that.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh! Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you, buddy.
It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but I don't think you can strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you?
Oh, fuck, I clicked too early. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh, I love the, like, barely sketched cabin. That's pretty good. Oh, and then we get the more detail. That's so cool.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
You know, I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he?
You know, I don't think he did. And come to think of it, what the fuck's going on outside the windows? Do we want to talk about that, or are we just gonna let that be?
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're gonna need that blade.
Now that we're a little bit safer. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Well, take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us. one more time before you kill me.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Hey, how's it
You're
going?
really going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You don't have to. You know that, right? But if that's what you want, we might as well talk a bit first. I wouldn't mind a few extra minutes.
Yeah, you know what? We can talk a bit. Let's sit with her. Man, I don't want to be a god.
I don't think I want that either.
Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
I only wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person.
Then maybe you don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I don't know. I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
Oh, that's a simple answer. We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
But how do we know that? We'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually, something's going to be different.
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
I didn't realize we'd have another branching choice here. All right. So hear me out. It's real simple. We just do another one of these pro gamer moves. Fuck it. I'm in.
Okay. If this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
See you soon.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you.
Get absolutely Han Solo'd, by the way. Damn, I got manipulated again. Oh, fucking hell. It really just puts you back here, huh?
And at the end of that
Oh,
path
no.
is a cabin.
Oh, my God. Hold on. Wait a minute. Put me back. Sorry, lady. I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
I'm sorry, too. So this is what it feels like to actually die. I think this is for the best. I don't know what the world would be like without me. But it can't be that bad if it still has you in it. I've always loved you. Don't forget me.
You blink, and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the border of your heart. Tear was rough. You carry a part of what you carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to
Yeah, I kept her pinky finger.
Anymore. Let's get going.
You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled, bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. Push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tensions give way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will, and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally
Hey!
see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there. That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Shut up, nerd. We're a god now. I mean, I guess we're a god in the other ending as well.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
Well then, I guess the only thing left to do is figure out what happens
Yo,
next.
where's my boy, Voice of the Opportunist? Hold on. Wait a minute. Just absolutely fucking shafted my man. That's so fucked up. All right, well, hold on. So if we go back, we could still, does this actually fucking,
Okay.
yeah, I'll see you soon.
You're
Am I
on a
really
path
at the beginning
in
again?
the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right, well, I never turn around and leave. I never tried this. Oh, the game just fucking ends. That's really funny. All right, well now unfortunately I have to go load that one again. I just realized, I was like, I never actually went and and saw what happens if you know what? All right, fuck it. I love you.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
Stab. Yeah.
You're here.
Well. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Okay, and then it just puts us at the end here again. Okay, gotcha. So it doesn't actually make you loop through. Cool. Sick. I do think I still like the one where you both become gods. I like that ending. Though the looping one is interesting as well. What a cool game. What a really fucking cool game. And there's like other options that I haven't seen yet. I'm not gonna go through and see every single one. This is the end of the episode, right? This is the end of the game, really. If you want to see some of the other ones, you can pick it up for yourself and check it out. I might go do that on my own time, just for like a me thing. But yeah, this was Slay the Princess. We did it. We slew the princess many times, and she slew us many more. Damn, did she beat our ass sometimes. But we got there. Thank you so much for watching. As always, there is a link down in the description to the official store page where you can get the game for yourself if you want to do so. And if you made it this far with me, again, I really, truly appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night or whatever time it is for you. Happy Halloween at the time this is coming up, or being uploaded, I suppose. And I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.